Hey everybody, this is Haley. Welcome to my first YouTube video. This is going to be a time lapse of a sketchbook page that I recently did, maybe just a couple of days ago, and I hope that you enjoy watching. I'm using a Master's Touch smooth Bristol sketchbook, and I don't usually use such a nice sketchbook, but this one was a Christmas gift. So far, I really like it. It's a little bit different from what I'm used to using. The quality paper that I usually use is pretty cheap. I feel like as artists, we kind of collect sketchbooks from all different places, and unfortunately the pages are not always the highest quality, but I feel like before I allowed myself to use the nice sketchbook, I kind of felt obligated to use up some of my others. You know, time will tell how it stands up to the different media that I use, so we'll see. I'm sketching in pencil here, and I usually use pen. My favorite pen is the Pentel Pilot. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it is, it's real heavy on the ink, and it tends to bleed, but I love how smooth it is, and extremely dark, and it's not very forgiving, but it's kind of like in my sketchbook, it's like I just don't really care. It's either going to be good or it's going to be bad, and I guess we'll find out towards the end, But, for this video, I thought, well, if I'm filming, maybe I better take a little more care. I love drawing animals, but here recently I've kind of gotten bored of my typical choices. I feel like I've been drawing the same, forest animals for, years now, and I'm like, gosh, I've got to do something different. I got to shake things up. My husband went fishing recently, and it seems like, since we're getting closer to summer, a lot of the people around me have also been talking about fishing lately. And so I guess that's kind of what inspired this. Let me know down below if you know specifically what types of fish these are. I'm curious to see if there are any fish lovers out there. I've always been into art, speaking about my personal history as an artist. I've always liked it, even as a young child, and I feel like most artists probably say that. They say that they've always loved art when they were little. They were always drawing, they were always coloring, and that is also me, although admittedly I feel like I really began because of two particular people that are in my life. The first person would be my brother, who is about 2.5 years older than me. And he was basically born an art prodigy. He wasn't doing like oil painting when he was 3, but when he was very, very young. And even now, he's still very, very talented. He could draw anything. And things that caused me to struggle so much, like cars and hands and people, intricate character concepts. He was amazing, even when he was, 10 years old. He could draw anything. And although growing up with him, I liked art, and we did art together, I was a little bit jealous of him, and I wanted to keep up. But there was not any of like the bitterness towards him at all. There were never any feelings of bitterness. I just wanted to be like him. You know, I wanted him to recognize that I was also a good artist, and it was kind of tough being in the shadow. I think that if he was into any other hobby, I probably would have felt the same way. I don't think it had to be art. It just happened to be. But over the course of our childhood, I really pushed myself to be as great as he was for a long time. And then as time passed, I think that I focused on it less and less. My family came, my job came, and you know, I was very fulfilled in life, and I still wanted to be an artist. I wished that I could be an artist, and I discovered the artists that were on YouTube, and really, I fell in love with watching the artists that are on YouTube. Probably some of the same artists that y'all watch. But I remember that I didn't feel like I'd ever be as great of an artist as they were. Like I could, fill loads and loads of sketchbooks with these gorgeous spreads. But, one day, the second person who influenced me, my husband, he passed me through our living room as I was sitting on the couch, and I mentioned to him, I don't even remember exactly what I said. I just made some kind of offhand comment that I wish that I could be some amazing creator who just got to draw all day. And I remember him saying to me, plain as day, so matter of fact, you can do what they're doing. Easy. You can do that, he said to me. You just gotta do it. And me being like so offended, I was like, oh, what? I said, no, I don't think so. I said, no, I ain't got the time. I don't have time for that. I got a job. I got a family. I got a life. And he said to me, he's a very simple man, but he is a very smart man. He said, you got time to watch these videos? And I had to admit, he had a point for sure. And I don't even think that I said anything back. But after he said that to me, I made it a point to stop making excuses and to start filling sketchbooks. I was guilty of spending months on a single page in my sketchbook at that point. And I would try to make it perfect, and I would basically fill my sketchbooks with these massive finished pieces, and it would take me years. And I had to learn, for me, that was not going to work, that I need to do, I need to learn the basics. I need to be doing quick sketches, figure studies, reference studies, hands, feet, faces, animals, backgrounds, flowers, trees, just quick sketches, timed sketches, to basically get the basics down, because I feel, in my opinion, that you learn more that way by doing quick sketches. And so I tried my best to move away from full finished pieces, and instead I filled about 13 sketchbooks of pieces that were much more quick. And I definitely do still have more finished pieces in my sketchbook, like sprinkled throughout, but I don't spend years, up to 2 to 3 years, filling one sketchbook with a finished piece on every page. And then if it ends up imperfect, then I just tear it out of the sketchbook, and I'm like, this sketchbook, I'm just done with this sketchbook for a couple months. And basically, about 13 sketchbooks later, here I am. I'm transitioning out of my career that I thought was going to be forever. And, here I am on YouTube, at the mercy of the internet. So, we'll see how that goes. I've started an Etsy store, which has also been terrifying. I've started the process of the tax, one of the things that has prevented me from pursuing art has been, oh my gosh, the idea of doing taxes as a self-employed person is terrifying to me. But I'm like, millions of people, I don't know about millions, but thousands of people all over the world do it. And if they can do it, surely I can do it. YouTube exists, Google exists, surely I can figure it out. So, here I am. I've got an Etsy store, and I've started a TikTok, and I've had Instagram for a while, but I'm trying my best to be as consistent as I can be with it, because I know that helps. I do plan on explaining more about my career change once I get things wrapped. I've got a little over a month to go, so send me some good vibes. And I hope that I can, get that taken care of so that I can focus more on creating and my own peace of mind. I feel like that's another reason. I have always wanted to do this, but, mental health is important now more than ever. I mean, it's always been important, but we're only now allowed to talk about it in a way that can be understood and, judged less. Still judged, but maybe judged a little bit less. So. I realized later that I accidentally cut off the letters up at the top of the page, so I'm sorry about that. I'll definitely put in a finished picture towards the end to show you what it says, but basically it says freshwater fish. Sorry about that. I'm really excited to put myself out there, and I know that this sounds random, but I am a mother. I have one son, and I'm excited to switch careers also because I feel like this is giving me the opportunity to focus on myself as a parent and as someone who had a very different career. I feel like this career is giving me the opportunity to put myself first. And maybe not first, because like I said, I do have my son, and he's always going to come first, but I don't feel responsible for other people, or I'm hoping that once I do shift out of my career, I will not feel responsible for the decisions of others and the choices of others. I just want to be responsible for me and my immediate family, and I'm excited to put myself in more of a controlled position where my needs are not at the very end of the line. You know, I can handle taking a back seat to my son or taking a back seat to my husband in certain cases, you know, but I'm not going to put hundreds of people, you know, the thoughts of hundreds of other people, the feelings of hundreds of other people in front of my own. I'm just tired of that. And, you know, I'm also excited to see the growth that I know will be coming. I feel like if you're drawing every day or every other day, I feel like it would be impossible for you to not see improvement. And I'm really excited about that because since I have been working on these sketchbooks, I've already seen a massive improvement. Just, you know, from sketchbook number 6 to sketchbook number 8, from sketchbook number 10 to sketchbook number 12. Like, the improvement is just so profound. And, you know, I'm just excited right now. I'm on sketchbook 14, and, you know, where in the world am I going to be when I'm on sketchbook 24? Like, I'm pumped, and I'm ready for it. And I also love seeing other people grow and learn. And if I can be a small part of that, then that would be legit. I would really like that. And I want to see it. I want to be able to see it the same way that I can flip through my sketchbooks and see the growth. I want to see and hear about everybody out there, you know, taking their best shot at whatever it is they want to do. Well, that was a lot of talking, so if you made it to the end, gold star for you. Since this is my first video, I just wanted to give you a little bit of background information about me and my art journey. I know that we're on an art journey together, and so, you know, I just wanted to tell you about myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And make sure that you check the description down below for all of my other links, my Etsy, my TikTok, my Instagram, all of that jazz. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again.